The Two Hearts of Verona. Long ago, in the beautiful city of Verona, lived two families, the Montagues and the Capulets. Although they lived on the same street, they were always arguing and bumping into each other at the market. Nobody remembered why the fight had started, but Silas Montague and Enzo Capulet always had very serious and angry faces when they saw one another. Romeo was a young boy from the Montague family with a very sweet heart. While his cousins practiced with wooden swords and shouted, he preferred to sit under a large oak tree listening to the birds sing. Romeo dreamed of a day when everyone in Verona could walk together and smile without fighting. In the grand house of the Capulets lived Juliet, a young girl with a laugh that sounded like crystal bells. Juliet spent her afternoons in her secret garden, tending to red and white roses. She was also tired of seeing the adults always so angry over silly things that happened 1,000 years ago. One night, the Capulets hosted a grand costume party with lights and music. Romeo, feeling very curious, put on a silver mask and slipped into the party without anyone recognizing him. In the middle of the hall, he saw Juliet dancing, and at that moment, the world filled with bright and magical colors for him. The two talked for hours and realized they liked the same things: stories, the stars, and peace. "My name is Romeo," he whispered as he took off his mask. "I am Juliet," she replied with a smile. Although they knew their families were rivals, they felt their hearts were now joined by an invisible thread. Later that night, Romeo climbed over the wall of Juliet's garden. She was leaning out from her balcony, looking at the round, white moon. There, amidst the scent of jasmine, they promised they would always be best friends and that they would do everything possible to make their families stop fighting forever. To make their plan for peace work, the two sought help from Friar Taddeo, a wise man who lived in a small chapel surrounded by books and medicinal plants. "Friar Taddeo, we want our families to forgive each other," they said. Taddeo listened carefully and nodded, for he also wished to see Verona happy. Taddeo came up with a plan. Romeo and Juliet would write a letter to their parents explaining their great friendship and asking for a peace meeting. Juliet helped Taddeo prepare a wax seal in the shape of a heart to close the message. They were sure that upon reading their words, the parents would understand that love is more important. But that night, a terrible storm broke out, and the messenger carrying the letter got lost in the thunder and rain. Romeo and Juliet, frightened by the wind, took refuge together in the old chapel. Their parents, noticing their children were not home, went out to find them with lanterns, forgetting their old fights for a moment. At dawn, Silas and Enzo arrived at the chapel and found their children sleeping peacefully, holding hands. Seeing them like that, the two fathers felt very ashamed for having fought for so long. Silas and Enzo shook hands for the first time, promising that from that day on, the two hearts of Verona would live in a city full of peace and joy.
Cofre de los Cuentos.